Hello, I am Ioannis Mandafounis. I am the artistic director of the Dresden Frankfurt Dance Company.
I'm Emanuele Piras. I'm one of the members as a dancer of the Dresden Frankfurt Dance Company. And I'm dancer of the new creation of Ioannis Mandafounis, Join, and also a composer for the music soundtrack.
And we are here to talk about our new production, Join. Join is a joint project between students of dance and professional dancers. It is a piece where we meet all together on stage, in which we are trying to share everything we know about dance, everything we love about dance, and make it into one unit. I imagine the connection and the moment where the connection between the students and the professional dancers are together, like a kind of like, I push you and you push me. And because we have this relationship, we are like, let's say, a very big family. It is the second step after having a first season really constructed the base of our work and the identity of our company. This second part is really about digging and diving into some specific details about how can we express, how can we be together, how can we be a group, and how deep we can reach as a unit, even personal moments of each one of the performers. And this, of course, we share it with the audience. A dive, what I call a dive, is a very personal moment that a performer is sharing with the audience on the spot when this performer is having a very deep sensation, a very deep moment, maybe a difficult moment, maybe a moment of big joy, but it is not for the performer. It is through the performer for the space and the piece and the audience.
Since we started Join, I have to say there was also like this feeling of discovering also new tools. And Ioannis also opened up a new space for us to relate to each other. So there is also these new tools that is called absorption.
Absorption is an idea that, for me, has many layers. One of the layers is to arrive to a slower pace movement and a thicker pace movement. So I'm using what I call absorption, which is take the time to take all the information I receive from my colleagues, from the audience, from the space, in order to fit it in my body. So this takes some time. And this naturally brings my pace much lower, and we arrive to something that we would say maybe in music, adagio. The relation between absorption and then working on absorption brings us to an explosion. You have a lot of tensions accumulating, and then somebody becomes the catalyst, I don't know if you can say this, catalyzes, or I don't know if you can say this, the energy, and opens a new door for the piece to be able to continue and for the red thread to be able to go further into live dramaturgy. This is the moment of the breakthrough. It can be one after the other, but it can also be that they are like related. We are working in the studio with the dancers of the company on specific parts of the work. We are also working with the students on other parts of the work, and then we are working on specific things that we will do together. For example, now we have two dancers in Dresden working with the students, and then later on all the dancers will meet. And then all this, like a puzzle, will come together like tac, 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 tac.
My alias as a composer-producer is Maestrale, which is, as cheesy as it is, a name of a wind, and it's connected to my origin back in Sardinia. And as a Maestrale, as my project of doing music, there is a very connection of exploring, I would say, genre-bending music, but also more like in an atmospheric and ambient feeling. I also imagine the sounds for the composition in terms of try to use as much as I can also the tools that Ioannis provided to us in terms of the dance-wise. He always speaks about this three-dimensionality also in the dance, and I wanted to kind of also like indulge in the music this feeling. So I was really thinking the moment I was creating it, how can I actually place also this tool inside the music, and what does it mean to make like a sound three-dimensional. For my composition, I recorded also like some sounds from materials and scenography parts of the piece, which are this beautiful linoleum that has a beautiful sound as well. And I was very fascinated by the sound that it was creating because it gave me like this shore feeling. It was this kind of like digital sea made by plastic.
You will see joy of dance, you will see sharing process, community, agreements, disagreements, and a lot of people together.